It is the Riot Podcast. This is the Worst of the Riot Year in Review, Day 3. What do we have today?
So today is when we really were in the midst of Hudson's, hopefully, hot dog phase.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about your hot dog stuff.
Phase.
It was a long phase, and we're not sure if it's gone yet, but that is when we tried, when we first sat him down, and we were like, hot dogs really aren't good for you because they take 26 minutes off your life.
That was probably one of the biggest articles that we read this year, that everybody was talking about your life expectancy and if you have certain foods, how many years it takes off of you.
Yeah.
And the bigger one was hot dogs. And at that point with Hudson, like, we would have a hot dog story every day.
Every day.
And we didn't mean to.
Yes.
It just happened.
It was the height of the hot dog season. And that one, you were tough on me because I think you brought that up while I was on vacation.
We did.
So the two of you talked about it. And then you blindsided me with it when I returned from vacation.
We did do that. I forgot that it was just Nikki and I. We talked about it separately. We were like, how do we talk to him about this?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you came on and we sat you down.
Basically like
tough.
an intervention.
Yeah.
Yes, that was great.
I feel that you call it a hot dog phase. I think I'm just currently going through a non-hot dog phase.
Well, now you're having soup. You just don't talk about it.
No, I haven't had soup for a while. I've moved on to something much worse.
How long has it been since soup?
Couple weeks.
That's not a long enough time.
But I know, but I've been having the same thing every day,
What's
pretty
your new
much.
thing?
And it is those microwave burritos.
Oh my gosh.
And I drench them in Tabasco sauce.
Oh, that's what you had the other day.
Yeah, and Old Bay hot sauce.
Dude, Isaiah, I went into his office the other day, and Hudson was eating one of those. I had to back out of the room.
You had to get out?
The Tabasco and the Old Bay seasoning.
It hurt her eyes.
It hurt my eyes. Like, it was so much.
What is that in here?
Yeah.
That's just like my lunch?
Yeah.
I don't know how your stomach's making it, but...
So yeah, that also made sense because we also, at the end of this show, we talked about the end of hot dog season.
Oh, yeah. It's a summer thing.
Yes. We also touched on Hudson's trip to Gatlinburg.
We did.
Which was a fun time for him.
It was a great time.
And
I don't remember what I shared on the show, but
well, get ready for it. It's in this podcast.
You have to listen back.
And then we also this was one of my not my more favorite food fights because of what we had, but because of how it happened. We did the apple crisp food fight.
Oh, the Starbucks thing?
Which is when I spilled the coffee in my car.
Yep.
Does your car still smell like it?
No, I wish though. I mean, that was the best my car smelled the whole entire time I've worked here.
So it's really not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was, in the moment it was a little frustrating.
I know
but
they don't have those anymore, but I'm sure you could find something else to spill in your car.
Yeah, I'm sure
could
it's
make
only
it
a matter
smell
of time.
nice.
That's good. A little eggnog.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we talked to Jared Marc as well.
Oh, yay.
Aw.
Well, enjoy this look back at our favorite moments from this year. And make sure to text and say hi at 877-2-RADIO-U, or also follow us at RadioU Riot on our Facebook page and definitely on our YouTube channel as well.
I think this is my favorite one so far.
Enjoy.
2 more to go.
If you missed out on the next Riot moment when it originally aired, you don't know how lucky you are. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Remember Murder Hornets?
Yes. Do we still have those?
Not only
that's just mostly in certain areas.
Yeah. Well, guess why I'm bringing it up?
Are they back?
They're back.
Did they never leave?
Some might say that, but they are saying, so the reason they're in the news is because we just had our first live murder hornet sighting of 2021.
Where is it at?
It's in Washington State.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's normally where we hear about it.
Yeah, they've been up in the West Coast situation area for a while. And however, I see this as good news because this is August 16th now?
Yeah.
And this is the first live one of the year. That tells me we haven't seen them for at least 8 months. So, yeah, I think that's good.
I think they like to show up when they lay low during certain times.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, all right,
when the headlines start to, they have a hideout.
Over.
Right.
Like, let's come on out now. Okay, we will.
Well, maybe they're laying low because of what entomologists have been doing when they find them. Because did you hear this? This was from last October when they were first finding them and taking care of them, because we do not want murder hornets becoming an issue here in the U.S. So in the state of Washington last October, the entomologists, the WSDA's pest program, which is the Washington State Department of Agriculture, they removed 98 worker hornets.
Oh, wow.
85 hornets were vacuumed out of a nest.
Yes, that's what you do.
And then 13 live hornets were collected also. So they
Did they burn them, or what did they do after it?
I don't know. Maybe just vacuuming them out just kills them right then and there.
Tiny little pillow.
I mean, how are they going to get
over their face?
Yeah.
Smother them. Tell them it'll be better later.
Yep.
Shh.
You're going to a nice big nest in Japan somewhere.
The nest in the sky.
Yeah.
Just go away.
Yeah. So I guess it sounds like an entomologist success story.
Yeah. So this is closer to the Canadian border. A resident came forward and said, hey, I think there's a murder hornet here. And then the WSDA confirmed that it was an Asian giant hornet, which is a murder hornet. And that's it.
So I wonder if they are in more of an issue in Canada, because I know in British Columbia they were also seeing them. And we're talking about how this one was just on the American side of the border. So maybe in British Columbia they're still experiencing murder hornets a little more frequently. But man, they have a graphic down here that has like
how big they
all
are?
Of the different hornets. And you can see why they call them the giant hornet.
Honestly, they could be big boned. I don't know. They're bigger than everything else. And they say that, and this is why, don't worry, I don't have these near me, but they say that if you have paper wasps like in your area, they build a paper wasp nest. The murder hornets are known for attacking those nests.
And taking them out.
So they're killing each other. And that's normally when you'll find out if you have a murder hornet problem, because they'll come attack the other things on your property.
So that's why all bugs.
They rip the heads off of honeybees and they feed the bodies to their young.
Oh
my God.
We need the honeybees.
Yes. I'm sorry to leave you guys with that, but I just read that. Oh, they can fly at speeds up to 20 miles per hour. Their stingers are long enough to puncture most beekeeping suits. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
The worst podcast with the best listeners. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Now, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when I say OnlyFans?
The first thing that comes to mind? I don't really know. You know, when you think about OnlyFans, I don't know, nudity?
Nudity? Nope, that's wrong.
That cannot be wrong.
No, it's not. It's not nudity.
Men?
What?
Females?
Yeah. It's not that. It's not porn. It's not graphic content. It's not NSFW. None of those words should come to mind.
Really?
Not when you're talking to the people of OnlyFans, the people behind the app.
What are they saying? What could it possibly be?
Well, they want you to think of their other content, of their cooking, fitness, comedians, music.
Comedians?
That's what OnlyFans wants you to think about.
What is OnlyFans think they're Twitch or something? Like, what is this?
They are going through a rebrand where, to be clear, I think the nudity is still going to stay. It's not like they're banning all of those creators, but what they are doing is actually, in many cases, partnering with those creators to create non-nude content.
What? That doesn't, like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you go from doing the pride that they were doing before and then be like, actually, we're going to have you guys, like, maybe try doing some cooking and some fitness. And are any of you funny? We could do, like, a comedian thing. Wow.
It is a new app. It's coming to you can now get OnlyFans on your Roku, on your Amazon Fire, on your iOS device, and it will not feature nudity. Okay. It will literally, I don't know, maybe you can hack it if you really were that interested, but it is not supposed to feature the nude part of OnlyFans. It is now going to be a streaming channel with 100% safe for work content that is
safe for work.
Again, like they're partnering with creators such as Holly Madison, Bella Thorne, Mia Khalifa, which again, at least some of them I'm pretty sure have appeared naked and on the site before for the right price. And they are saying that these people are going to be doing cooking shows and stuff like that.
You can really get to know them, you know?
Yeah, right. Get to know a different side of them. that is what OnlyFans is. They are rolling this out and trying to really rebrand themselves, which is a very surprising thing. Well, I mean, I guess
is this like a subscription thing? Like, do you still have to pay for this, or just free?
You know what? That's actually a good point, because you would think that's kind of how OnlyFans, I think, works.
Yeah.
But no, this is something you can at least download the app for free, and then I don't know if you have to pay if it's OnlyFans and you have to pay to get the cooking. I don't know. But
you had to pay to get the everything else.
It's a surprise. It feels like back in the day, Playboy magazine, the joke was always people that would say like, "Oh, I'm not looking at the pictures. I would never," but I read the articles. That's why I get Playboy.
Yeah.
And that's
this is what they're doing.
It feels like, oh, I would never subscribe for the nude content, but I'd love to see the
cooking.
OnlyFans is where I go for cooking.
It's the cooking. So if I come around the corner at work and I see Hudson has OnlyFans pulled up,
yes.
I'm going to be like, what are you doing?
I think some questions are going to be raised. In if that's the situation.
But I'm just streaming. It's just cooking. It's cooking.
One day, this is crazy to think about. There may be a world where if OnlyFans is successful in this, people don't even remember that OnlyFans had a nudity on it. They're just going to think, this is where the good cooking shows are.
What a world that will be. This is
where you could hear Guy Fieri on OnlyFans and you'd be like, that makes sense. It wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Yeah, what's happening now?
What's gone wrong with Guy Fieri?
Yeah! You were one of the lucky few who missed the riot when they were live. Yet here you are.
I also like to live dangerously.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
We try really hard, and I think we bring it up more in the Worst of Riot podcast. But we basically, and this is Hudson.
It's like every day.
Every day. I think we talk about hot dogs every day.
At least once.
In some way, shape, or form.
Literally every single day, at some point during the show, hot dogs either come up or they're planned to come up or somehow they get said and it goes on for like an entire break.
Why do you think that is? Is it
Hudson?
Hudson, because he likes hot dogs. Like
it's going to cost him. It's going to cost him in the long run.
It's going to cost him days. He has a hot dog maker here that you put the hot dogs in and then you put the buns in. And then you try not to say anything, but like after show snack, I'll walk in and he's got like 2 hot dogs with ketchup all over it.
So whenever people come in, they're like, why does it smell like hot dogs in here?
So I thought we need to continue the tradition, even if Hudson's not in today. And
it'll make him feel nice.
Yeah, worry that the hot dogs that he's having could be potentially dangerous for him.
This is a big time for Hudson because he's like the only person that I know that enjoys hot dogs so much to where maybe this will put him in check a little bit.
You think so?
It could possibly. So when you look at this here, it says hot dogs could cost you 36 minutes of healthy life.
So they take away 36 minutes of your life?
They just start chunking it off every time you have a hot dog.
This is a University of Michigan evaluation. They evaluated 5,800 foods that we like the most. And they said that some foods give you minutes on your life and other foods take away, and hot dogs is like the biggest one that takes away the
36
time.
minutes is like a pretty big amount of time to get chunked off every single time.
So do you think that's per hot dog or per like pair of hot dogs? Because he eats the 2 every time.
That's gotta be per hot dog. If they're doing it like this, you have to be like per hot dog.
Per hot dog. Well, at that point, Hudson.
It's 30 minutes every time.
Yeah, you're losing
It adds
a lot.
up pretty quick. But it says choosing a serving of nuts instead could help you gain 26 minutes.
Now, what nuts are just anything or?
Let's see here. I assume it's just any kind of nuts. You'd think, right? Peanuts?
Well, this is salted peanuts at 26 minutes. It'll give you 26 minutes of healthy life.
Oh, and it says baked salmon gain you some 26 and 16 minutes as well.
We know that, but no one wants that.
No.
I tried heating up salmon here once.
Heating it up?
Like I had it for dinner, and then I brought it for lunch the next day. And man, they opened up the windows.
Oh,
they shamed me. I was like,
chance you can bring it back.
I'm never bringing salmon in.
Tomorrow's just pizza, I guess. It's pizza.
I'm having hot dogs.
Yeah, it's a hot dog tomorrow.
They said that rice with beans, if you eat that, will get you 13 healthy lifespan minutes. Some other negatives. This one hits me hard, man. I love chicken wings. Chicken wings, I'll lose 3.3 minutes.
3.3? That's not that bad, though.
Is that
There's
per
so many other
serving
ones.
or per wing? Because I can eat a lot of wings.
It also says, this is kind of, I don't know about this. It says apple pie gets you plus 1.3 minutes. So
no
you gain
I'm not
minutes.
Gaining minutes for
apple pie. No
I'm
chance.
Not. I think that's a lie there.
It has to be. Why would you gain? Maybe I guess it's just a fruit. I guess is apple pie good for you? It can't be.
Well, that's a big stretch. And I tend to have less apple, more crust.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
I'll take that and I'll just leave the filling to it. But it must be the apple part of it.
It has to be. Maybe they think we're like really loading up the apple. I think that for Hudson, it's not going to be a cutback of hot dogs. It's just going to be an addition of salted peanuts to try to just even it out. He's going to have a hot dog and then a serving of salted peanuts, and then he only loses like 10 minutes.
No,
that's not that bad.
We're going to work hard on Tuesday when he comes back, and we're going to provide the healthy alternatives for him.
Oh, my
without
gosh.
him knowing about this story. So no one tell him. We'll just be like, hey, have some baked salmon. I just have extra.
We're going to have an intervention with him. Hudson, we need to sit down with you.
I know. We read this University of Michigan thing. And
we have something we need to talk to you about.
And you're losing hours of your healthy lifespan.
It adds up big time. It's quick. It happens really fast.
And we're worried.
This is The Riot. Radio U.
But I want to give like a rundown of what happened. So we left on Thursday, right? We come back yesterday on Monday. And over the course of the trip, we spent the majority of a day at Dollywood.
Yeah.
We did one day where we kind of did downtown. Well, I guess it was really 2 days where we did downtown Gatlinburg. And
in Tennessee.
Yes, in Tennessee, where we did Anarchista, which is a thing where you take a ski lift up the mountain, and then there's a little village at the top of the mountain, basically.
Do you have to fight your way down, or
you also take a ski lift down?
There we go. Oh, okay.
But actually, you know what? It's not as easy as you think getting down or getting up because of how many people are there.
Oh, was it crowded?
We did that on a Saturday, yeah. So that was very busy. We also did the Ripley's Aquarium and the Believe It or Not for the Ripley stuff, which I've never done a Believe It or Not before, and we also went up another ski lift to go to what is called the Skylift Park.
Yeah.
And on that one, that's, I believe, relatively new, where they have a big bridge that hangs over between two mountains there. And so you walk across the bridge and you get a great view of town.
Was it scary?
Actually, no, not really. So going on the two different things where you have to take ski lifts up, I haven't been on a ski lift in a really long time. The first ski lift, that was very nerve-wracking. You
just
really have to.
It's just the bar.
Yeah, you just have to settle into it, and it's like, and then
Is
the
that
bar.
even a gondola?
Yeah, the bar you just lift up and down yourself.
Sure.
So how much protection is it really offering you? If you started to lean forward, you just fall right out. But
for a while there, that trending movie was on TikTok everywhere, where the person got left, like they got left overnight on the ski lift, and the lady's fingers break off in the cold. That's all I kept thinking about when you were posting ski lift pictures.
Yeah, so,
I was like, don't get left on there.
No, it was definitely freaky at first, but then once I kind of got, I guess, I don't know, you call it your sea legs or whatever. Once you get onto one of those and you ride it for a little bit, then you settle in. And so after the ski lift, if you're doing the Gatlinburg sky lift, that one is so straight up and down, it'll make your head spin. But I had already, and then obviously being up so high and being on that bridge and stuff, the bridge has a glass bottom in the middle.
Fine by then.
But yeah, by that time, it's just like, this is nothing because you've already done it. So you have to get comfortable with it. And still, people that are afraid of heights probably would freak the heck out.
Yeah.
But I got comfortable with it. So,
I'm glad that went well.
Yeah, so that was Anarchista and the Skylift Park, both definitely well worth the trip up the mountain.
It's a smaller town, so like if you go to Gatlinburg, you're like, well, I guess I have to go up to do something.
Yeah, for some of it, for sure. And but I will say, for what did we spend? 3 full days there, and there was we did everything we really felt we needed to do, but you could definitely make more of a trip out of it.
Well, later you have to tell me about Dollywood, because I always think Dollywood is not as exciting.
Really?
Well, I don't know why. It could be the Dolly Parton thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't like Dolly Parton, huh?
I do. I don't think that would be like an exciting theme park. More like a older person theme park. So I was always curious, like, how nice and how exciting was it?
Well, I'll give you. Why don't I give you a Dollywood rundown coming up next? I don't want every single break to be Gatlinburg, but we'll talk Dollywood next. I'll give you a full report.
If you're looking for hot takes on the day's most important news stories, you're in the wrong place. You're listening to The Riot on Radio U.
We have Isaiah, who has joined us in the studio for this food fight. Isaiah, tell us what you have found.
What did you bring us?
We've got some Mountain Dew here. It's the Dark Berry Bash, and it smells aggressive.
Okay.
I got it from Applebee's.
It's dark.
Did you just happen?
Applebee's.
Did you just happen to be at Applebee's, or was this a trip you
This was
took?
a trip that I planned. I didn't just. It isn't like an everyday routine for me to just roll into Applebee's.
Yeah.
But so I went there, got 2 large Mountain Dew blackberry bashes, and we'll see how they taste.
They say it's like a blue raspberry, which I don't think is a real thing. I think that's an artificial flavor.
Yeah.
And blackberry kind of mixed together. So this is what Mountain Dew is doing to us now. They're having exclusive flavors at actual restaurants. So Hudson was talking about on his vacation, Bojangles had one, KFC has had one, a few other locations. It's not many, but that's what they're doing. So Dark Berry Bash is only at Applebee's.
All right, let's give it a shot here.
And I told everybody, it looks like when you're painting with blue paint and you dip your brush back into the water and you try to change out to a new color. That's exactly what this looks like.
Yes, but it does
smells good.
It
does smell. It smells good, but just so
sugary.
Yeah.
It smells like a headache right now.
It
Kind of
reminds
like some sort of medicine.
Yeah.
I think it reminds me a lot of, without tasting it, it smells like Mountain Dew Pitch Black used to smell.
Does it?
And that was Pitch Black had a good run in there. So let's see.
It could actually be the leftovers from Pitch Black. So this is Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash from Applebee's.
It's good.
What gets you right in the back, doesn't it?
It doesn't taste all that different from Pitch Black, does it?
It doesn't. It feels like a flavor you've had before
Yeah.
of Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, are you just relabeling?
Yeah, they're just redoing, like, they're using the same stuff and they're just mixing it just a little bit.
It really does. They hope you weren't going to notice.
I wonder how different it tastes, because Isaiah did get this from Applebee's. It was a day ago.
Yeah.
But he did get it without ice, so it wouldn't get watered down. But I do wonder if you get it fresh and it's still got the full carbonation, and maybe if it does have the ice, if that adds a little bit to it,
I'll tell
a
you
little
what,
bit of a
Hudson,
bite, because that might help.
Why don't you drink it and blow bubbles into it, and then
Yeah.
tell me if it feels like
Tell me
it's
if it
any
feels different. Maybe in the Applebee's cup, you know. You got to
maybe.
be in Applebee's.
We've got the cups from Applebee's still over there.
Yeah, I
We have
know.
a cup cam set up.
We have the cups
cup
over
cam.
there. We decided that way. If anybody else wants to try the Dark Berry Bash flavor, you're not drinking after us.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like the Pitch Black one. It feels
Yeah,
like you've
it's
already had this before, but if it's different, we'll take their word for it.
It's almost a exact copy. It really tastes like. It doesn't quite have like, again, this might be because it's a day old, but it doesn't quite have like the sting that the Pitch Black did. But it's still good though. It's still good.
It tastes good.
Yeah, and then there's the headache too, so it's
Yeah.
right on time.
Yeah,
it's a little-
exactly.
it's a little
Right as you
early.
expected.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I think I'll go get some Dark Berry Bash water, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have that later to rinse that all down.
Yeah.
But thank you, Isaiah, for getting that.
Yeah.
for us to
Of
try.
course. It was good. It was so good. But I don't know if it's quite worth making an extra trip to Applebee's just for this.
If you're there, maybe.
Yeah.
If not, if you still have old Pitch Black, which, if you still find those around.
What if they have the endless apps?
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can just go get the endless apps, but maybe Applebee's doesn't want me saying that, because don't remind people that we're not doing that right
Well, if
now.
you want Applebee's in general, you can go, but I wouldn't go for this. Like, if you want for
Gotcha.
the apps, then go for that, and then also you could get this, but I wouldn't go for this.
Dude, Applebee's like, we have food too, you know?
Yeah. You could always just come for our food that we have every day.
And not just the appetizers, but our full food.
Yeah.
Wait, are we sure though that this Dark Berry Bash isn't just made for one of their special like margarita madness
No,
drinks?
Oh, yeah.
It's not
It's
that-
on tap. Like, it's on their fountain machine.
Yeah.
It is there.
Hudson, Nikki, The Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, I'm sure you've seen the milk crate challenge trend on Instagram
I
and
have.
TikTok, I guess.
I have on TikTok.
And apparently, it feels like it just popped up. When I was on vacation, it wasn't intentional, but I didn't wind up spending really any time on social media, like browsing. So I haven't seen this, but apparently it's dangerous.
Well, I think anything. No. Every time you're like, oh, this is fun, someone
Yeah.
rolls around and be like, hey, here's how we can ruin it, or how you can ruin it for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the other challenges online, the danger is pretty self-evident. I think with this one, you can still tell that it could be mildly dangerous or potentially very dangerous, but at the same time, it's not the same level, really, is it?
Basically, it's just taking milk carts, which are like the plastic milk cart containers.
Right. They're just little plastic boxes.
You take them and you are supposed to build like a pyramid sort of thing with it. And so you build these designs and you can walk up them.
Right.
But the problem is it's not as sturdy as you think it is.
Right.
And people are getting injured by falling down their creations.
Yeah. So now some doctors are coming out and basically warning people, stop doing the milk crate challenge. They're here to ruin all of our fun.
This one, the guy who falls on this one that I'm watching, though, does look like it hurts.
I mean, they are pretty brutal looking, but I don't know. I just think that's you think that's the norm? People always, I guess that's the fun of it, that you fall in an entertaining way. But do you think it's really the norm for people to have to go to the emergency room? Because that's what they're saying. It's like with the COVID-19 pandemic, hospitals are getting overrun. They're delaying elective surgeries.
No.
So
I think when the spray your hair down challenge thing, that sort of thing, like use the glue on your hair.
Yeah, right.
Like that probably sent more people to the emergency room than this. This probably hurts a lot, but I don't think you would break anything.
They have said they've got reports of people tearing their ACL, meniscus, dislocating their shoulder, broken wrists. So there are some injuries that people have experienced, and I'm sure like any activity that's a possibility, any activity like this.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably very few and far between, and mostly it's just kind of comical wipeouts.
That's perfect. That's a good way to describe it. The
doctors do not need to get involved right here and try to ruin everybody's fun.
Well, if you want, first off, where are you getting all the milk carts
That's what I was going to say, too. The amount of people going to the emergency room from this are going to be limited because nobody has all of this anyways.
It feels like if you have that one friend who uses whatever to like furnish their place, I feel like you could get a couple from them.
Yeah.
Because I know some people who put like vinyl in them or use it as a table. But outside of it, I see people and they have like 25, 30 of them. Wherever you're getting these. I can't find enough to actually do the challenge, so it's okay.
We need to do the soda bottle challenge where you stack a bunch of the little, those cases that hold all the soda bottles in them, the little flats. We'll stack a bunch of those up. We could probably get access to those.
That feels a bit more expensive, but I see what you're saying with that.
Yeah, but it feels a little more obtainable.
So if you're like, I want to stack milk crate cartons and do the challenge, I don't know where else you're supposed to find these.
Yeah, the dangerous part is trying to obtain the milk crates.
You might be thinking that this won't be quite as bad the second time around. Well, you'd be greatly mistaken. You're listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
After when he came in this morning, he was telling me a story, and I want him to share it with everyone.
Yeah, what happened?
I walked in this morning to Hudson. I said, Hudson, I think I finally made it.
You rubbing it in?
I'm rubbing it in because this morning, for the fourth consecutive day, I've gotten free Tim Hortons.
Hey, what are you getting free Tim Hortons for?
See, so I went in on Monday, and I go to Tim Hortons every single day, and I just get like a small French vanilla cappuccino because I hate coffee. And I go in there, and I've been going every day consistently, and on Monday, they were like, just like, have it.
Aww.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like, great day on Monday. No way to kick off the week. And then on Tuesday, I come back through, and then by now, there's like two people that work at 5 a.m. in the morning when I wake up.
So now they know you?
So now they know me, and I've taken the time to get to know their names and stuff, but this isn't like an inside job. Like, I'm not friends with them or anything whatsoever.
Oh, don't tell them that.
Yeah, exactly. I consider us friends, okay? I swear. We're best friends.
They're telling everybody, we made a new friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, we're not friends or anything like that. But then on Tuesday, I come back, and they're like, I'm obviously trying to hand them my card and stuff. They're like, no, go ahead and just take it.
Aww.
And then this morning I came through, and I said, can I get a small French vanilla cappuccino? I pull up to the window, and they're like, do you like pumpkin? I'm like, yeah, I like pumpkin. And then they gave me free Timbits today, too. They gave me the free pumpkin Timbits.
Stop it.
So 4 days in a row.
Where's the Timbits at?
I already ate them.
What?
What?
I ate them on the way here. They only gave me 10, so just like a nice little snack in the morning.
Stop it. You're kidding.
I know. They were actually very, very good.
Hey, Isaiah, 10 is plenty to share.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have saved them. We all could have tried them.
Literally call that the shareable size.
Yeah.
It's just Isaiah for that. Oh, well, that's nice. They're doing that. Are you worried? Like, how long does this last? What if they get in trouble?
Yeah.
What if one day you go in and the manager's waiting for you and he makes you pay back
all the money
free stuff
at once? He's like, you owe me $183 worth of French vanilla cappuccinos.
He's like, they had no authorization to do this.
Yes.
They're gone, and you can't ever see them again.
Well, and the other thing, now that I'm getting to the weird point, is too, like, do I still like try to hand them my card every day? You know, I pull up the window, I'm like, try to like hand them my card. They're like, oh no, you're fine. And then once I get like to like day 17, and I'm like, I've got my card again.
Yeah,
like,
that feels weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm like pushing too hard for this. I mean, if you're gonna give it to me for free, I'm not gonna try to fight you on it.
You just wish there was more communication. Like, just tell me what we're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. If it's gonna be free forever, can we just get that laid out right now? Because I don't want to have to like do the awkward, like, oh no, go ahead and take it again today for the 23rd time.
I think you gotta.
I understand, like, at the end of the night, if they're closing and they have all the extra stuff, but why are you getting this at the first thing in the morning?
I know, it's the very first thing in the morning, and it's fantastic.
We would never, at Panera, we had all these regulars that came in, and the only thing we would ever do is if they were regulars and they always would get food, a lot of times we'd give them the coffee for free.
Yeah.
But we didn't just give them everything for free. And we didn't say, hey, you want some extra free stuff?
Oh, God.
Do you like pumpkin? Here's this. Do you like bread? Here's this.
That's not really a great way to run a business unless they're trying to get you hooked.
Jason just texted in, said, are they running a tab? And you just don't know.
Yeah, I might have done that. Maybe they're like, we'll just keep it going every day. And then.
Oh, well, if not, maybe one of them have a little crush and they're like, oh, it's Isaiah.
I hope so. Wouldn't that be great? Because that means I'll get it forever, you know? It'll never end. They'll just keep giving me free coffee.
Stringing them along.
Exactly.
Not anymore, because you just said you weren't friends.
I know. Hopefully they don't listen to me on the radio.
Well, that's sweet. That's so great that you're getting that.
Do
and
they
no
know,
one else is.
Do they know why you're up so early? Do they know that you're coming
They do
here?
know that I work on the radio, but they have no idea that I work on this station, so they haven't listened to me at all that I know of.
Yeah.
Ladies, are you there?
Yeah.
That's all they need to know, though. They know you work in radio.
That's it.
Some people are nice, and they're just doing it to be nice, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're trying to get something out of the deal.
Well, they won't be getting anything out of me.
Dave just texted in. He said, if I go to Tim Hortons in uniform, I get a coffee and a donut for free.
Okay.
You're wearing your radio uniform.
Yeah, exactly. They have to know, right?
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
So we sent Isaiah. We're doing a food fight to try the new Starbucks Apple Crisp Macchiato.
Yep. He's going apple picking. Apple crisp picking.
What I didn't know is Isaiah is not familiar with Starbucks. He's only been there and ordered a drink like once.
And he ordered a milk.
And he ordered a milk and a blueberry muffin. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, of course.
So we sent him with the order thinking, maybe like 10 minutes. It's literally one road over.
Yeah.
And then there's another Starbucks the other road over. There's too many around. So he just sent me, Hudson, running into some slight complications, but I'll be back soon.
What complications could you?
I don't know. I don't even want to interrupt him to ask him.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll find out when he gets back.
I'm afraid of what they could be.
Maybe it's car complications. Maybe it's not even Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, okay, when you're less than 5 minutes away from somewhere,
I think
and
that's
you were
2
just
minutes,
there.
Yeah.
What are the complications that can arise?
I don't know. Maybe he spilled the drinks.
Oh, that would be bad.
Do you think? So maybe he had to go back?
Oh, no. Oh, no. What if he's like that woman yesterday and he burned himself?
Oh,
no. Maybe they gave him the wrong thing.
Oh, Isaiah,
I don't think he would know. He wouldn't know if they gave him the wrong thing.
Well, we'll see what happens. Jim said he just texted maybe a speeding ticket. Jim, the Starbucks is so close, you can't even get past the speed of the speed limit to get there.
You wouldn't be able to build up enough speed.
Exactly. Totally right. So I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens.
That making me nervous. I really was looking forward to the drinks, too.
Well, he's not not coming back. He'll come back in time.
But he might not have what we want.
Now, Zach said the Starbucks that he thinks we sent Isaiah to is insanely busy. We didn't send him to that one. We sent him to the other one next to us. There's too many.
There's a lot of them, and they're very new.
Well, Isaiah, if you're listening, we don't know what
you should be listening.
What could be going wrong?
Maybe text us in with a little more detail.
Or don't interrupt him and just let him get back. That's the most important thing.
Just don't screw it up.
Because I ordered an iced one. What if it's all melty by the time he gets back?
What if mine's not warm anymore?
Well, let's be supportive.
Yep.
Let's not just...
It's going to be fine.
Okay, even if it's a little cold, it's not the worst.
If we get lukewarm Starbucks, each of us, and that's the worst thing we can say about the today,
it's still
then
a good day,
it's
right?
still a good day.
That's
The Riot Podcast. RadioU.
I feel like it's a food fight and a story time maybe more because Isaiah is in with our Apple Crisp Macchiatos to try the new Starbucks drink. Isaiah, how are you doing?
This morning has just been a disaster. Like, this has been so bad. Like, everything that happened before, I don't even know if it, like, even compares to what happened to me just now.
What? It looks fine. You got 4 drinks.
Yeah.
But why are they all
which
different
is more
sizes?
than we needed.
Yeah. So I went to Starbucks, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
I want to call it Starbucks.
And now I went to the one you guys told me to go to.
Yeah.
It was not open.
What?
Okay, all
So that
right.
was a good start. So I
That
had to
must
go
be
to a
why
different one.
when I looked it up, Google said it's less busy than usual.
Yes. So then I drove down the road. Thankfully, there was another one close inside of just the Kroger down the road. So I went in there and ordered the drinks. I struggled through it, but I ordered all of them. And then she made them all for me, and I realized that they were incorrect.
Oh.
She made them all iced. And I was like, oh, no. So then I was like, do I just take them back, or do I
Yeah.
act like something? Like, okay, I'm going to say something like, we have to get it right for the show, whatever. So then I'm like, hey, can you, like, I asked for these hot or whatever. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Makes them hot. I'm like, okay, cool. So obviously that backed me up. So when I texted you originally, Nikki, so run a little bit behind. There's some complications.
Yeah.
That was when I originally texted you.
None of that is your fault, though.
Not a big deal, right? I walk out to my vehicle.
Oh, no.
And if you look at our Instagram page at RadioU Official,
What did you do?
you will see that I spilled Hudson's drink all over my truck.
I thought you were spilling
All
something.
over my truck.
Nikki called it. Nikki
if
knew.
you look and then wait for the flip, oh, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. And so my car smells incredible. It smells so darn good in there. But me and Hudson are going to have to split the little one.
Oh, you didn't go back and get a new one?
No, I didn't go back and get a new one. I
Hudson,
thought I had already been
right.
so
It's all
behind. I was like, you know what? I'll just pour the one that was supposed to be mine, just a little bit of it, and Hudson can have the venti, and it won't be a big deal.
All right. It's
Well,
all good.
The good thing is too, you're going to on a trip today. And
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
a nice long car trip.
Well, wait a
At
minute.
least it's gonna smell good, you know.
You still have 4 drinks, though.
You had a cold brew,
This
remember?
is the cold brew
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, you had a cold brew.
So wait, you spilled.
I
you
spilled
still have
this.
the cup of. Yeah. Okay, that's my confusion. There
Yeah,
we
the
go.
empty one.
So the cup,
Yes.
as you can see, is covered in whatever this drink is that I ordered.
I wondered. I'm glad I called her. I was like, he must have spilled it all over his
Yeah.
car or something.
Everywhere.
Nikki knew. Nikki
Isaiah,
knew.
thank you for going through all that just to
Of
get
course.
the Apple Crisp Macchiato, the new fall drink from Starbucks. I feel
Now-
like we really have to like it, Hudson.
Now I know why. When he walked out of the studio, we were about to distribute the drinks, and he was like, "No, no, no."
Wait, is this the cold brew then? I think
Yeah.
this might be the cold brew. Is that the
Yeah, I
pumpkin
think
one?
this is.
Yeah, that's Hudson's.
This is Hudson's?
Hudson, I drank out of your lid.
Oh no.
Don't pour that over the board.
Look how big mine is. though.
Because
No.
that one,
We can switch lids.
that one's good, but that one's not as apple. All right, the Apple Crisp Macchiato. I got an iced one. You guys both got the hot one.
All right.
There's some
that's
ice
good.
there. I think I need to stir. You didn't get me a straw.
All right, Nikki. No, I didn't get the straw.
A straw.
How am I supposed to stir?
There's an anti-straw
I don't even know what you want me to do at this point, okay?
initiative.
Look at the layers. I got to take you to Starbucks next time. I'm going to walk you through the whole process so we don't have to worry about
There was
it.
a lot of confusion on my hand.
I thought Starbucks. This is why they give you these lids like this, because they don't do straws anymore.
Well, you're supposed to not like the earth and still ask for one.
No.
Ask for a straw. I didn't
I
get
think that's
that in the
pretty
text
good.
message when I picked it up.
It really tastes like you get the apple. Like you really definitely get it. They say it's caramelized apples, brown sugar, spiced apple drizzle. You guys like the hot version?
It's good.
Is it?
It's really good,
It's
actually.
all right.
Are you going to try to drink the stuff on the floor here?
No. No chance.
We're seeing him out there. He's taking his truck mat and just like pouring it back into a cup. All right, Hudson, you don't like it?
It's just fine.
You don't like the apple?
It's not especially exciting. Let me try this.
Isaiah went through a lot to get that for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
though.
I don't know.
I know. You're supposed to say I love it.
What's worse?
Thank you.
Me just drinking out of this cup that you just drank out of, or
no, I didn't drink out of that one.
No, but Nikki drank my cold
that one.
So I don't know if
drank out of it.
Is it offensive for me to take the lid off?
You can take the lid off in these COVID times. I insist. Go ahead. That's the pumpkin cold brew.
That it does need to be stirred.
You
can your layers are pretty intense. There's 3 different layers there of what's going on.
Yeah, I think the apple crisp. Let me taste it again.
Maybe we're just so used to with the fall drinks having the pumpkin with it that the apple is kind of weird, but it's good.
I think it tastes really good.
It is good.
I don't think it has a very strong apple flavor, actually, despite what you said. I think it's just kind of the standard latte feel to it.
The macchiato.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't like Starbucks coffee that much, so it's all right.
I agree. There's not a lot of apple there. I also agree with that.
Let me put it this way. When you drink the pumpkin spice latte, it's like you're tasting the pumpkin spice and you're like, this is fall. This is... I find it hard to believe this will become synonymous with the fall because it's not as in your face.
But listen, apple is the new flavor for the fall. Whether you like this drink or not, you're going to see apple in everything. And because Isaiah spilled the other drink, we will be supportive. And we are glad we got this.
Whether you want it or not, we're all going to like it. Okay, everybody?
I am
drink
appreciative.
It all.
And we'll help you go clean your truck. So we'll help fix that out later.
I need to go see the pictures. Was it the inside or the outside?
Oh, it was the inside.
Oh,
it's
no.
It's on the passenger floor.
But thankfully, it dropped on the floor, so it wasn't on the seat.
Yeah.
And you took your truck, not the RadioU van.
Yeah, it's in my truck.
Oh.
But it smells so good in there, though.
If you go to RadioU Official, you can see Isaiah's trip to go get our food fight drinks.
Everything you love about the Riot, plus a handy-dandy fast-forward option. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
I said I would do this. I've got Old Bay hot sauce.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about putting it in my coffee. So I'm ready to do this right now.
So this is a for real thing because you put Tabasco in your coffee. So does it make it spicy or does it bring out the flavor?
It brings out the flavor a little bit, and then what you get is the spice at the end.
Okay.
It doesn't. You don't taste the spice right up front while you're drinking the coffee. It just gives you a little heat at the tail end of it, which was nice.
Because if you have anything that's cream-based, like clam chowder soup or a pasta, you're always supposed to put in Tabasco sauce.
A dash?
Just a dash. And they say it's not like you want the Tabasco sauce flavor, but that is a spice that enhances
it wakes
the flavors.
Everything up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure with coffee, how often are you putting Tabasco in your coffee?
It's pretty rare. I'll go through little kicks where sometimes you just want to change things up a little bit, especially if you got the same coffee day after day after day, which I often do.
And this one's the Old Bay one?
But this is Old Bay. This is not Tabasco. So this is more typical of regular. It's more like Frank's. It's more like Frank's Red Hot, like the actual
Old Bay
base
seasoning.
sauce. But then it's got Old Bay, which is kind of seafood like.
Why are you gonna put that in your coffee?
I love Old Bay.
Yeah,
I really like hot sauce.
So
and
I think
the coffee it might work.
All right, we'll put it in there.
And you know what? By the way, I convinced Sydney to put Tabasco in her coffee a time or two.
And she likes it?
She said it was good. I don't know if she does it regularly. How many drops do I need to put in?
She won't tell you if she doesn't like it, by the way.
That's true.
Maybe 3? You want to do 3 or 4?
I think I did 5.
Okay, all right. Going all in.
Let's get the stir. Ooh, this one's smelly. All right, here we go.
So you're going to try your coffee with Old Bay.
Coffee with Old Bay not seasoning.
Sauce.
Seasoning would be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not insane.
I don't know. This is walking pretty close to it. The Old Bay hot sauce instead of Tabasco sauce.
I don't really taste it.
More dash.
I need more?
You need more? Pour it all in there?
Don't worry, guys. If this ruins it, we do have more coffee.
This isn't your work coffee. This is the coffee you brought in from home.
Coffee. And I think that's actually an important distinction. My home coffee is very, very dark.
Yeah, no flavor.
No, very smoky, it feels like maybe I've never had a cigarette, but maybe you just eat.
Like in an ashtray?
Yeah, yep, like
that.
So that's the way I like it.
That's how he likes the coffee.
Yep.
All right, so you're putting more Old Bay hot sauce in it?
We're up to 10.
10 dashes in it.
Yeah, you still don't really taste it.
I wonder why. At the end, you will. When you get down to the bottom of the coffee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just sinking to the bottom.
Maybe it just sinks down there.
It does give it a weird smell. I don't know if I like. Honestly, the smell might ruin it a little bit.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot over there now.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't.
Maybe just stay with Tabasco.
Yeah,
in your coffee.
I think it worked a little better, especially the smoky chipotle variety of Tabasco. I mean,
look at you trying new things.
Yeah. Well, you got to switch it up, and you never know until you try.
So now, next time you do your hot sauces at home, just do like Hudson and be like, I wonder if that'll go in my coffee.
Yeah, you don't have to limit yourself to what this says on the bottle, which is wings, beverages, and seafood. Hey, wait, beverages.
Beverages, hey!
I think it means Bloody Marys, but hey.
Hudson sees the glass as half empty. But get this. He thinks a glass half empty is good. The Riot. Radio U.
Finally, the fire beer thief has been caught in Arizona.
Is that a new type of beer? Is that
fire beer?
Is it a pale ale?
It's they added a lot of jalapenos to that one.
Is it a fire seltzer?
You know, they haven't gotten to that one yet, have they?
I don't know. Someone's like, write it down.
Soon enough, the Tabasco or the Carolina Reaper seltzer
Something like
will make
that.
its way to you.
Oh, no. So this guy was trying to steal beer, and he came up with a unique way to get people to not focus on him stealing stuff.
His name is Dennis. He's 61 years old in Phoenix, Arizona, and he hit up multiple gas stations, and for some reason,
it's a Circle K.
Why is it always Circle K?
Maybe in Arizona, that's the
only one.
Maybe it's like the predominant one.
Yeah. So he goes to 3 different Circle K gas stations. His strategy was he sets fire in one of the trash cans. Mm-hmm. And that distracts the cashier. So then he can nab the beer that he needs and walk away while the cashier isn't paying attention, and he gets away with the beer. And then it also says that he did it. He went to a 4th Circle K and just stole the beer without lighting a fire.
He had a plan.
He must have gotten too confident or something.
He did. He thought he didn't need it. But they have lots of footage of him setting fires and running away with the stolen beer.
Yeah, and you know what just amazes me? No matter how many dumb criminal stories we see, it's always a criminal that I guess you're just surprised what people will go through crime to do. Mm-hmm. You know what? Or to get. Where this guy, you could imagine.
A lot of times it is beer.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you would think, well, I need to steal food so I can survive, or I need to steal a blanket so I don't freeze overnight. You know, those type of things where you would go through crime if you really were in a desperate situation just to be able to survive.
Nope. But it's a lot of times beer.
And it's multiple crimes. It's not just the stealing, it's also the fire that he's setting, all in an effort to get the beer.
If it makes you feel better, Hudson, this 61-year-old guy, Dennis, he left the store in a black Ford Edge. They found out that the car itself was also stolen. Hey! It's not just beer, I guess.
There's that one. He needed a car to drive.
He did.
So at least that one was like a functional, logical crime.
That one's been stolen since July 28th, and he did this on August 28th. Yeah. So they arrested him after they found him in the stolen car.
He would have gotten away with that Ford Edge if he just could curb his drinking intake.
He finally got caught for that.
He could have sold the car and used the money to buy beer.
I think he gets a rush out of stealing things.
Yeah, it sounds like he might have an addiction.
Mm-hmm. The Riot promise is that they'll always have an opinion on everything they talk about. But that doesn't mean any of their opinions will make sense. This is The Riot on Radio U.
Jared Marc joining us today. Hello,
Good
Jared.
Morning, Jared. How's your day going?
It's going. I have 2 sick kids. We kind of talked about that off air for a second, and they may or may not have just thrown up and pooped all over the place as I walked in here. Oh, and my wife is out of town.
So it's all on you, and this might be a short Jared Marc interview, or it could be the long one, and just whatever happens, right?
Yeah, it's something.
Aw. And what else were you saying? You said a tree fell on your car? Was that last night or a few days ago?
So we moved into this house, which is why you see boxes, not 2 months ago. And I don't know if it's the hurricane or what. I'm in Tennessee. I don't know if it's like aftermath of that, but yeah, we've had just ridiculous storms and rain. And so my wife pulls in. It's like a single lane driveway, but then it goes into 2 lanes as it gets close to the house. And my wife decided to pull just straight in one day, and where I couldn't like pull up. And so I gave her a real hard time about that. And then that night, a tree broke and fell on her car, actually. And so I don't.
That's what she gets.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she also saved my car from getting hit as well. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really sure the result of what it could have been had she not done that. But regardless, yeah. Oh, and she bought a cat. Wow.
Oh, wow. I thought I heard meowing, but like, do you still have...
Guys.
You got everything. Do you still have any of your Great Danes? Because didn't you have big dogs? You have big Great Danes.
We do, yeah. So when my wife asked, so my 3-year-old, the one who literally just threw up and pooped on his way to the bathroom, he wanted a kitty cat, and he's been begging for one. And so while I was on tour, my wife got him one. And she did ask me, and I told her, I said, as long as you'll take care of it and you understand at some point the dogs are going to kill it. Like, as long as you know that, you're more than welcome to get one. And she did. And sure enough, like, our dogs, probably every 45 minutes tried to kill it. Thankfully, it's fairly quick. But
I want to know now, because it sounds like things have been going back and forth where you and your wife.
This is Jared Marc, by the way. I'm hearing a lot of what I feel could be conflict, but it seems like it is working itself out.
What I want to know is, are you, because you're going away to play, you're going away to play Consuming Fire Music Festival this weekend. So are you like, yes, I'm getting away from the disaster? Or are you worried that there's going to be another animal or some other thing going to go wrong that you're going to return to?
I honestly have no idea these days. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, is she going to come into a mess? Will I have the mess cleaned up by the time she gets here?
You'll have to find out.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you're going to come home to like the most perfect situation or if you're going to come home to straight chaos. But at the moment, it is straight chaos.
Aw. Well, Jared Marc is a part of the Consuming Fire Music Festival for RadioU Ohio. That's in Newark tomorrow. And you're playing with Apollo LTD. Now, I know you tour with a bunch of artists and you've done your stuff as Yavoya and Graceful Closure in the past. But were you saying that this is the first time doing your Jared Marc stuff on your own? This is your first time performing that way?
Yeah, this is the first time doing it live. So I'm kind of like, I know this probably sounds ridiculous to those listening because I've played, probably over 1,000 shows in my lifetime so far. But I'm like nervous. I've never done a Jared Marc show. So I'm like, I'm excited. I don't know how it's going to go. But yeah, I mean, it's the first one, So,
well, it's going to go great, obviously, because Jared Marc always does a great show, and the nerves and stuff. I think of it as you got everything else out this week leading up to tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an escape for you.
It'll be perfectly fine.
Dude. And my laptop crashed, and I actually got it in last night.
So is that what you use to perform with? So like you have to have it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, again, the Consuming Fire Music Festival is coming up tomorrow. So if you check out RadioU.com, you can get more details on the event and the festival with Apollo LTD.
Thanks for stopping by.
It's gonna be sweet. I'm excited.
Oh, Jared, your connection's a little bit cut out.
You know what? We'll let you go tend to the kids.
And the dogs and the cat.
And the cat.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're all good. You're all good.
Hang tight 1 second. Again, if you want information on Jared Marc.
I love you guys.
He has had everything happen, but you can check out RadioU.com, like we mentioned, for the Consuming Fire Music Festival. That is tomorrow in Newark, Ohio.
Welcome to The Riot, where you listen to us and that's it. It's pretty much a one-way street. The Riot. Radio U.
Happy Labor Day weekend to you, which Isaiah just shared with me that apparently Labor Day weekend is the end of hot dog season. Is that right?
Is it?
It's over.
Why are you clapping like that's a good thing?
Dude, Hudson,
it's over.
It's not a season for him. It's a lifestyle.
It's always hot dog season with me.
We can finally have Radio U smell good when we walk in here, and it won't smell like Hudson's hot dogs. It's going to be so nice. I can't wait to come in on Monday and for this to be over.
Wait a minute.
You're not coming in on Monday?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to come in on Tuesday for this to be over.
Now, I was going to say, it's not a summer thing for Hudson. He just enjoys hot dogs.
It's not like they're going to stop selling them.
But now you're out of season, so it's kind of weird for you to eat them now. Before it was like you're in hot dog season.
As if it wasn't weird before.
Eat as many as you want. But now
like,
it's different. It's different now.
This isn't like if he's making hot dogs while wearing white. Like, it's not like that. It just means that maybe you're out of the grilling season for hot dogs, and now he's just into the microwave season.
Microwave season.
That Isaiah sent this whole thing. I guess maybe is this your little way of trying to get me to stop eating hot dogs? Is that what you're trying to do?
I saw this story, and it has all kinds of statistics and stuff, but when I saw the hot dog season part, I was like, let's just go ahead and highlight that so Hudson knows that this is over now and this is no longer appropriate.
Here's the problem. You sent me this story. It's from the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. Guess where I'm applying to?
You've made it worse because now he has a bunch of friends that also enjoy hot dogs.
He's going to be in some forums and whatnot.
And I don't know if you saw this in the data, but they have the cities where the hot dogs are most popular per capita, basically. And you know what came in at number 4?
What's number 4?
Paducah, Kentucky.
Oh my gosh.
And this data is from 2020. So maybe it was you all along.
Isaiah was in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah, he used to live there.
Oh my gosh. That's unreal. I didn't even notice that. So, I guess I brought this here.
Yep.
It's my own fault.
You pushed them up the rankings.
Hot dog season is Memorial Day to Labor Day. So that's why this weekend would be like the end of the peak of hot dog season. And Americans typically consume about 7 billion hot dogs. 818 hot dogs consumed every second during a hot dog season.
818 per second.
That's so many hot dogs.
And how many of that is me?
It's a lot. You do have hot dogs almost every day, right?
Well, when I have them, I have them every day. I don't have them right now.
Okay. Well, of course.
Thank
but
goodness.
I mean,
because we're out of season. It's out of season now.
Yes, they're Monday.
That's why.
I still got a few days left of hot dog season. Come on.
I know that you're not having them right now, but there's still time left today. Will you have hot dogs today?
No, I will not have hot dogs today.
Are you lying?
I've run out.
Tell the truth.
I had hot dogs earlier this week. I ate them too fast.
We're going to come in on Tuesday, and Hudson's going to have eaten so many hot dogs on Monday for the final day of hot dog season. He's going to smell like hot dogs.
You got to go out with a bang.
Of course.
So would you say you buy a pack of hot dogs a week and then you just go through those?
Maybe not every week.
I feel like you're trying to not sound like the hot dog person.
I know.
There's 2 things I love, Nikki.
Yeah.
And you know this. 1 is hot dogs.
Yep.
2 is a good deal.
That's right.
So when the hot dogs aren't a good deal,
you're not biting.
I can't get them. So I'm a connoisseur of hot dogs of sorts. So I can't just eat the standard ballpark franks that are made up of chicken and pork and whatnot. I have to go full Angus beef.
Oh,
so you got to go
you need them on sale.
The real Nathan's, the real Oscar Mayer, or even like the local hot doggery. I can't just go with the standard. So, whenever there's a good deal, that's when I'm eating hot dogs. But I do stock up.
The hot dog consuming cities, the top ones are LA, New York City, Dallas, Chicago, Philadelphia. For sausages, Los Angeles, Dallas, New York, Chicago, and Houston.
I guess I'm not single-handedly getting our city into the rankings.
You're not, but you're doing your part.
Yeah.
I hope you never give me crap for milk ever again. Never, ever. What is weirder? His obsession for hot dogs
milk.
Or mine for milk? No!
Milk is definitely
no
weirder.
way.
Oh, yes, it is.
No.
Way,
Look,
Isaiah.
You think Americans spend $7.68 billion on milk every year?
What do you think the typical American is more likely to consume during the day?
A hot
milk
dog.
Or a hot dog? No, it's milk. It has to be.
There's no peak
There's
milk
no
season.
way. Because milk season's all year round. Hot dog, it's like a...
You don't go to a barbecue and they have milk.
You clearly never been to a barbecue at my house, okay?
I think, Hudson, you stay with your hot dog council, and then we know there's a dairy council, Isaiah. So you go stay over there.
Isaiah's the dairy king.
And we'll let you guys have your own things that you enjoy every day.
And now we just need to figure out what Nikki's is that she can be embarrassed about.
If they keep talking long enough, they're bound to say something that you agree with. The Riot with Hudson and Nikki on Radio U.
You never hear about a gender reveal party that just goes off and everything is calm and...
They do if they're a part of it. But I think we weren't invited.
No,
so
yeah.
We only hear about the tragic ones or like just the ones that you wonder if they're a setup for a viral video.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm sure they happen all the time.
I think in an ideal world, at least for the people planning every gender reveal party, they all want them to go viral.
Sure.
No matter how small time it is. It's just like, but it's so sweet and this is our big moment and wouldn't it be great if it went viral? But it never goes viral for the right reasons. That's for sure. And that's what's happening with this gender reveal party in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, which I never feel like I can say that right. It's a mouthful. Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where the 911 was called because around the time of this gender reveal party, 3 gunshots were heard. And it turns out that was from the gender reveal party.
Oh, and they say screaming also?
Yes.
Oh, no.
But nobody knew that it was from the gender reveal party at the time. So they also had to, because there were schools in the area and stuff, they had to lock down the schools.
Oh, that went really bad.
Because, they didn't know if there was an active shooter or anything. So, no, it was just the excited dad.
Oh, they found out that it was a boy, but the guy had shot off a gun then?
Yeah, I guess. You know how it is. You get excited. You go all Yosemite Sam.
Okay, wait. Do you think though that because it doesn't really say how would you shoot the gun? Is it like blue powder comes out, or was he really just shooting in celebration?
That's what I don't know. We don't have video that I know of. I'm sure somebody there had to be filming, right?
All it says is that the father shot his gun into the air in honor of the baby-to-be.
Yeah, so
you're not supposed to shoot your gun in the air.
No, you're definitely not. I think that might be I've never taken a gun safety course, but I think
that's pretty obvious.
They don't even need to cover that in the gun safety course.
And I guess, not just like for Texas, but I expect that to be like, okay, Texas is okay with it.
Yeah.
It happens there. But in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I guess I just didn't think that.
Yeah.
You shoot the gun in the air.
I'm not sure if it was they revealed the gender by shooting the gun or the way it's described. It makes it sound like he was so excited, as if it was a girl. Maybe he wouldn't have shot the gun off. I don't know.
So they say that the father went outside, fired 2 9mm bullets into the air because he was so excited. The mother shrieked in response, and so the officers have charged the man with a misdemeanor for unlawful discharging of a weapon within city limits.
Sheesh. So, you can't do that. You can't shoot it off into the air.
Well, first, congratulations.
Right.
And second, you can't do that.
Worst of the Riot podcast.
Now, Isaiah, you've seen the stories coming out, right, of the people getting duct taped on airplanes?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, they've been in the news. For the people lucky enough to actually get on airplanes lately, sometimes they've wound up getting duct taped. Well, United Airlines just sent out a memo to their employees, and they want all of their flight attendants to know you are not supposed to use duct tape to restrain people.
It's like hey, everybody, just so we know, let's just try not to use that. Like, I feel like that's the first day of training.
Yeah.
Should we even have to say that?
Well,
like, of all things, like, why? Number one, I understand you don't have a lot of things on a plane in general, but like a lot of things to be able to restrain someone
with planes, you can't just. It's not like you can just run to the other room and get something else. It's just.
What are you using duct tape for anyway on a plane? Like, what is going to fix? What's duct tape doing for you?
You wonder why they just have the duct tape handy. What else are they using to fix with it? Is that, you got a loose fuel hose or something, and you're like, I've got just
good thing we've got the duct tape.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like that passes inspection.
No, not at all. Like, just throw some duct tape on it, I guess.
Yeah, but so they are saying, yes, you want to not use duct tape, but instead use alternative methods of de-escalating the situation if you can't come to an agreement on the an agreement. I like.
What's an agreement? There's no agreement.
Yeah, you're getting on the plane and
you
agree. If you're being belligerent, there's no agreement.
If you're being bad, you're going to get treated badly.
Yeah,
that's just the rule.
That's how it works. But apparently, treated badly should not include being duct taped, according to United Airlines. So I don't know what their alternative is, because they say they want you to educate the customer about safety-related policies, and if you can't, then you should follow regular de-escalation and training procedures and always use their best judgment. I think that the duct taping on the planes happens infrequently enough that they probably are using their best judgment, right?
Yeah, you think so. I mean, when you see the videos, these people are out of control.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a hazard for everybody on the plane. United also said, the overwhelming majority of our customers have just been on their best behavior and returned to our flights with confidence and enthusiasm.
Yeah, but we're not duct taping the overwhelming majority
exactly,
of us.
95% of the time, everybody's good, but that 5%, these unruly people, you have to do something with them.
Yeah, I feel like they should... There should be a standard of something else that the flight attendants can have and they can use that maybe isn't duct tape, because duct tape just feels so unofficial, unprofessional. Yeah. It feels that it doesn't quite meet the standards of what you would hope for. It should at least be like United Airlines branded duct tape or something like that.
The people, they aren't even, it's not like there's crazy, these people obviously are crazy or whatever that are getting duct taped down, but they didn't get on that plane thinking that they were going to get duct taped down. It's not like these people are criminals or anything. Typically, they're just people that are being oh, I want the aisle seat, whatever, and are causing a ruckus. And we're not putting down murderers on the plane or anything. They're getting taped down like that. I feel like you shouldn't have to restrain someone like that on the plane. Can't these people just be normal, not be crazy on the plane?
No, they definitely can't.
They can't control themselves.
There are reasons that we don't know that people go wild on airplanes. And that's the thing. You just cannot, you can't reason with them, I don't think.
No, and so, duct tape isn't the best way, but you have to do, how else do you get someone, you have to be dude, can you just be just chill out, man. Yeah. Chill out on the plane. There's a million people on this thing. Nobody else is happy on here. We all want to get off. Yep. You're making it 10 times worse.
Yeah, we all understand that, but the person that's causing the scene on the airplane, there's a reason they're causing the scene, and it's because they don't get it in the first place for whatever reason, whether they had a few too many of the Bloody Marys on the plane or whatever it is. They're going hard there.
They need that aisle seat.
There's no way. There's no way to reason with them at that point. So, United Airlines, maybe the flights are about to get a little more ruckus.
It's going to get a little crazier.
Yep,
no duct tape anymore.
No duct. That means you can do whatever you want.
You can do anything.
You go on the United plane, you do whatever you want. They're not going to restrain you. They're going to calmly try to de-escalate.
You just heard the worst of the worst. We'd give you the best of the best, but we'd have to find that. As soon as we do, you'll be the first to know.